Have you ever felt the silence between you and him? Like it's not empty, but echoing with all the things you wish he understood without you having to say them? That longing, not for attention, but for that quiet pull in his chest when your name drifts into his mind without warning, for him to feel your absence like a warmth that slipped out of the room, a presence he can't name, but one he keeps reaching for, in thought, in memory, in a heartbeat. If you've ever wondered how to make a man think of you, crave you, miss you, without chasing or words or proving your worth, this is for you. Hey love, it's good to be here with you again. Let's sit in this quiet space together. Not to fix anything, just to feel, to understand, to remember who you really are beneath the noise. You don't have to force connection. You never did. Let me show you how your not your doing can linger in his mind like a scent he can't forget. There was a time I thought I had to try harder, text more, look prettier, be interesting. I remember lying in bed one night after pouring so much into a man who barely noticed, and I wondered, what does it take for a woman to live inside a man's thoughts without begging for space in his mind? That night, I stopped trying to speak louder and started learning how to whisper into his heart without words. That was when everything began to change. You see, a man doesn't remember every conversation. He won't recall each outfit or message, but he will always remember how your energy made him feel in his own skin. Were you a mirror or a mystery? Did your presence feel like pressure or like peace? The women who live rent-free in a man's mind aren't always the loudest, the boldest, or the most beautiful. They're the ones who awaken something real in him without even trying. Think about it. When you walk into a room with grounded softness, not needing anything, but simply being in your own radiance, he notices. Not because you're flashy, but because you're calm. Disarms his chaos. When you leave a little unsaid, when you smile like you know something about him he doesn't know yet, you create curiosity, a pull. You become the pause in his day that he keeps coming back to replay. It's not about being silent, it's about being intentional with your stillness. Sometimes what makes you unforgettable isn't what you say, it's how you hold space in the moments between words. When you lean into your own essence, when you tend to your own beauty, your stillness, your joy, that vibration becomes a signal he picks up even miles away. It says, I am here. I am full. I am not waiting. But if you remember me, you'll feel something is true. There's a place deep inside us, where we keep our secret knowing, the part that understands men not with logic, but with intuition. I remember unlocking something in myself, like a kind of inner switch, like that made me stop asking, how do I make him want me? And start asking, how do I want to be experienced? That shift made him start chasing me. There's something I once discovered that helped me tap into that energy fully. A quiet doorway into his emotional brain, a way to press on the part of him that feels compelled to think of you, dream of you, need you without understanding why, and I'll share it with you when you feel ready to explore it. But only if your heart says yes. You don't have to shout to be heard in his soul. You don't need to perform to be unforgettable. The truth is, you already carry everything it takes to echo in his thoughts long after you've gone quiet. So breathe into your softness, own your pauses, and trust that when a woman stands rooted in her own essence, she becomes the thought he can't shake, the feeling he can't name, and the presence he can't let go. If this touched something inside you, stay close. There's so much more I want to share with you whenever you're ready. Until then, stay soft, stay rooted, and trust in your quiet power. Thank you, friends,